Okay guys, some of you may have heard of the new updates, the new integration between Microsoft Clarity and Google Ads. Well, this had a soft launch in December 2024 and now it is available to everybody, and we have been integrating it with our clients, and I want to show you today what the integration means, what it can do to your ads, and how to set this up for yourself. What's going on, gang? It's your boy Jerry the Ad Wizard coming back at you with a brand new video. And today we're going to be looking at something super cool, super exciting, a brand new update for Microsoft Clarity and Google Ads integration to allow user behavior on your website to optimize your Google Ads, and for your Google Ads to be able to see heat maps to see how website behavior can optimize your ads more. So stick around, guys. We're going to get into it today. So guys, grab your coffees and grab your hats. It's time to spin up some ad magic. Okay guys, we are here. I'm going to show you exactly what Microsoft Clarity is, how we can add it to our Google Ads, and what it means for our Google Ad results, okay, for our Google Ads data. Now, Microsoft Clarity, for those guys who don't know, is Microsoft's own heat mapping software. Microsoft Clarity then tracks your user behavior on your website using heat maps and session recordings. Okay, heat maps are a way to understand how people are using your website, how they're navigating around the website, what is important to them. Okay, here is an example that you can see. Here, the deepest red means that the more attention there is, right? So typically, eyes and attention goes to some text on the website, on the homepage. It goes to the logo, so it knows, so there's affiliation, identification there. We have the menu bars, which are quite well seen. And then the image also is quite well looked at. But the things that are looked at most are the logo and the headline copy of the landing page / homepage. So here is a great example from A/B testing. So the colors are dependent on how the website is being used, okay? And this allows us to see how they're behaving on the website. Right, Microsoft Clarity also offers session recordings. This is recording how people are using the website. It's not a case of mapping out the heat map on each individual session, but you're recording the sessions. How are people navigating around the website? Where are people dropping off? Where are people getting lost? Where are people taking action on your website that actually affects the bottom line of your business? Okay, so all these important things, guys, okay? Heat mapping used to be separate to ads, okay? Because heat mapping was another way to analyze how people are using your website. And now, guys, Microsoft Clarity, if you are not using it, definitely use it. Microsoft Clarity is a free heat mapping solution if you're using PostHog or other tools for your heat mapping, for your session recordings on your website. Microsoft Clarity is a free solution, guys, okay? It's a free solution if you want to have more analytics on your website about how people are using it, where people are going, all those things. Get Microsoft Clarity. And now Microsoft Clarity has a Google Ads integration. Right, what does that mean? That is game changing, because as you guys know, as I keep saying over and over again, to get good results on ads, it's a lot more now about the inputs and outputs that we need to train our ad AI to find us good results than it is us tinkering with the controls and telling the ad AI where to go. Right, with this additional insight, with Microsoft Clarity being able to see how people use your website, where people are dropping off, where the majority of people who are converting, what their behavioral journey is within your website, means that that data is now available for Google Ads, so it can optimize more around where the behavior is that is actually driving results to the conversions that matter to you, right? So as an example, with a Microsoft Clarity integration with Google Ads, you could optimize around a purchase event, okay? If you have an e-commerce business or you're selling something where there is a purchase, with the Microsoft Clarity integration now means that it will be able to see how people are using the website and find other people who are more likely to purchase based on that behavior on that website. It means that that tracking data, that ability to find better results through using heat mapping in your ads, means that Google Ads can go and optimize around those people that have the similar behaviors that allow for that end purchase result, right? Meaning that our cost per conversion goes down, our conversion rate goes up, and all those nice things. So I'm super excited about this, guys. Okay, we have just integrated this with our clients. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and I'm going to show you what you're going to look for in Microsoft Clarity, how we are utilizing something like UTM in order to see that data as well in Microsoft Clarity. Okay, so the new Google Ads integration with Microsoft Clarity first launched a private preview in December 2024. That's what I said, and is generally available to all users. This integration connects Google Ads performance metrics with Clarity's behavioral insights, offering a comprehensive way to analyze and optimize advertising campaigns. By combining Google Ads data with Clarity's rich behavioral analytics, you can move beyond surface-level metrics to truly understand user behavior after ad clicks happen. Understanding user behavior allows you to take targeted actions to reduce drop-offs and enhance return on ad spend. which is exactly what we want to do with our ads. We want to train our ad AI to optimize our ads even more and to give us even better return on ad spend. So this is one of the key features of the integration. Okay, it's going to be able to, like I said, use heat maps and session recordings in order to optimize your ads even more. Okay, it's going to monitor those metrics like the impressions, click-through rate, cost per click, cost per action, and conversion rate. Okay, it's going to be able to look at all those things. It's going to be able to see what's going on with Microsoft Clarity. Really cool, guys. Here we go. We can see the dashboard here in the documentation, the example of what this looks like, and we can see the data there. I'm going to show you exactly how our Microsoft Clarity looks, because we've started implementing this for our clients, and using UTMs, we can see the exact results of our ad campaigns in Microsoft Clarity, which how Clarity enhances campaign optimization, heat map comparisons, this is what I said, session replay summaries, okay, funnel and smart event comparisons, okay, A/B testing insights, and performance troubleshooting, okay. So all of these things is the thing that Clarity is going to do with its advanced tools to help your ad AI even more find you good results. This is the 3 steps what you need to do to go and activate this and deploy it for your advertising. Okay, so ensure that you have an active Clarity project. Okay, so first of all, you need to go to microsoftclarity.com and create accounts. It is absolutely free, and this is why it's so powerful and amazing. Microsoft Clarity is free, which gives you even more data into the user behavior of your website. Okay, so first of all, you have a Microsoft Clarity account. Cool. Then you move to the next step. Go to settings, integrations, in your Clarity dashboard. Then link your Google Ads account. Okay, so I have the documentation here from Microsoft, so you can see yourself. I'm going to load these screenshots so that you can see exactly how to implement this. Okay, cool. So here we have the screenshot. So first of all, you go to settings in the very top. Then you go on the left-hand side to setup, and then you press here and to get started at Google Ads integration. You can actually also integrate Google Analytics here, which I highly recommend. We have done this as well with our clients. It's all now feeding into each other. All this data is feeding into each other for the ad AI to learn, understand, and give some better results for our ads. So here, you click on Get Started with the Google Ads integration. Then step 2, you have to log into your Google account, okay? And then it's going to say, okay, link your Google Ads account. Okay, so you're going to press the drop down. You're going to select the ad account that's attached to your profile, and then you're going to press link ad accounts. And I'm going to show you this in the live view. Step number 4 is to see the data. You're going to go to dashboards, and then you're going to press advertising. Okay, this is going to show you to view the dedicated section for analyzing the data related to the advertising campaigns. So now that you know roughly how to set that up, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like in Microsoft Clarity. Okay, so you're on Microsoft Clarity. We're going to press Get Started. I'm already logged in, so that's all good. You can create a new project here. If you have not created your project, this is where you create your project, right? You add in the name, the website URL, and the industry. Super simple, super nice. Then when you have created your project, you're going to click on the project. Cool. And this is going to show you how people are working on your website. Okay, so this is nice. And we can select different time scale and all those things. And let's have a look at some of the data that Microsoft Clarity is able to bring in so your Google Ads can learn even more about the user behavior, how people are using the website, their landing page after they're clicking on your ad, so that you can optimize even more around those people that are likely to take action. Okay, you can see, okay, this Jim kind of drops off here, Susan kind of drops off here, but Bobby, he goes all the way to the purchase page, he goes to the checkout, he goes to the purchase page, etc. We want more Bobbies, right? And then now the Microsoft Clarity integration means that your Google Ads can go and find more Bobbies, meaning that you're able to reduce your cost per acquisition, your cost per purchase, and increase your return on ad spend. But guys, before we get anywhere else, adding you here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss any more important updates. We are here many times a week to help business owners, online advertisers, and digital marketeers get the best from their online advertising, paid media, and digital marketing strategies. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. You can see here, so in the last 3 days, all the sessions, okay, the pages per session, the active time spent, okay, so this is a lot of stuff that Google Analytics also can see, which is great. And we can feed this back into Google Analytics as well, right? So here we've got so much information. Here we have the Google Ads campaign data, okay? So actually from the documentation, the view has already changed a little bit, right? So as before, when I mentioned going to dashboard and then going to advertising, you don't need to do that anymore because it's all in this dashboard view, guys, okay? We don't have anything on the watch list. In-app experiences, you can do this as well. Smart events, okay? So this is linking goals and conversion events from your Google Ads, from your Google Analytics, and we can measure those in Microsoft Clarity now, okay? So Microsoft Clarity knows the type of events and conversion events that you're trying to optimize for with this integration, and it can say, oh yeah, let's feed in the data, let's track where everyone's coming from and feed this back into Google Ads, so the Google Ads knows what kind of people are going to resonate most with this. Here we have referral traffic as well, really cool. We have different channels, so here is the different channels of referral traffic. Paid search is our number 1. for our clients, and the rest of it comes underneath. Or other is very aloof, very mysterious. Organic search, obviously. We got direct and referral traffic sources. Guys, there is so much data in Microsoft Clarity now. Microsoft Clarity is feeding this all back into Google Ads, which means that your ads are getting optimized more. I highly recommend this integration. If you have a website and you're running Google Ads, Microsoft Clarity is absolutely free. This integration is super simple to set up. And look at all this data that we now have in Microsoft Clarity, guys. This is absolutely unbelievable, absolutely amazing. Okay, now we're going to click on campaign, and because we've used UTMs in our Google Ads, this is what's getting pulled through. How many people are taking actions that are important to the business? We can see here all the different campaign types. Okay, so if you have a campaign name and you label it certain and organize it a certain way, you'll be able to see this in the campaign section of Microsoft Clarity. Okay, as you can see here, PMAX is absolutely dominating. We have a separate PMAX subtopic category. We have landing page traffic campaigns. We have conversions. We have other conversion campaigns. We have other PMAX campaigns. Okay, and we have other search and brand protection campaign. We have a search and we have a brand protection campaign, and all of this data can all be seen in here. Okay, so source is also super self-explanatory. You can see the referral traffic by source, kind of like by channel. It's very similar, but this is the actual platform that the traffic is coming from. So Google here, the second one down is the client homepage. We've got Google again. Lovely. Got a couple of Googles there. I've got Meta, got Instagram, got TikTok. I've got Meta again. We've got another referral website, which we've created. Another 2 referral websites, which we created. Bing. And we've got DuckDuckGo. Okay. And a couple of those users using DuckDuckGo will make us see that. That's really cool. And we've got loads of other ones, right? Now we're going to go to the next section of Microsoft Clarity, guys. This is where we can see. And actually, the last time I looked at this was only like a couple of days ago. So all this view has changed. But now, guys, like literally just click on Clarity, click on your client project, and all this data is available to you. And all this data is getting fed back into Google Ads. So this is just absolutely mind-blowing. So exciting for us as advertisers that we can give our Google Ads that extra data, that extra insight as to how people are behaving and using our website and optimizing our ads around those user behaviors. So super cool. Browsers, again, I'm going to go through all of this step by step. Here's all of the different traffic types by devices, by operating systems, and all those things. Okay, there's more audience data here. So we have the browsers that people are using, the devices that people are using. Okay, we can see majority of mobile users, gives us great insights. Operating system, 50% are on Apple. Okay, so if you've got an app or you've got any kind of you're building a product where Android and app capabilities are separate, you can prioritize what to work on based on your understanding as to what operating system people are using most. Looking at this, I'd say, okay, guys, we need to make changes to product. We need to make changes to our app or something like this. Let's prioritize iOS because 54% of our users are using an Apple iPhone. Okay, countries. Here, again, super simple to understand. We've got different countries and we've got how they interact on these things. What we can actually do as well, something that I didn't touch on that is available here. You see these little items here? You can actually see the heat maps and the session recordings from each of these style of things, right? So if we go to iOS, let's see how people are using our website with iOS. Okay, so we've got heat maps here. We're going to load that up. And listing below of all the websites connected to your website, all the URLs linked, and you can click on each one here. If you click View Heat Map, Microsoft Clarity will show you how they are navigating on your page. Okay, here we can see the majority of clicks happening. So a little difficulty loading this, guys. It just seems to just be loading the back section of it, but we can see here a bit of heat maps. We can see how it's broken down. Okay, the website is broken down from top. We got 1 click. The whole website has been broken down, and we can see here how many clicks have happened. That's not visible in this screenshot. It's a bit limiting, isn't it, guys? But here we can see all the different actions that are taking place and where they're taking place. Okay, so we've got 81 different elements here, and as we scroll down here, it's like, oh, this section here. It would be great to actually be able to see the website here, wouldn't it, guys? To be honest, that would be really nice. So this part of the website is doing really well. People are clicking on this particular call to action more than the top call to action. Maybe people need more understanding information before they start clicking call to actions, all that kind of stuff, right? And also there is on the side here, view recordings, so we can actually watch somebody. So we have a user IDs, and these are all anomalized. We don't know who this is, right? But we can see here the UTM that's come through. So we've got the UTM source is Google Ads, for example, and we've got the user ID and all those things, right? So now we're going to click on this, and this is the profile of the person. And now we can watch how somebody interacts Right, so here, this is a session recording, guys. We're seeing how somebody is interacting on this website. Look at this. This is somebody using our website. This is a recording. They're clicking on that short downtime. They're interested in certain aspects of the user journey, right? How are they clicking? How are they interacting? Really cool, right? So yeah, we can see how somebody's interacting with that particular web page, and then we can see, oh, okay, like that's how they're using it. Maybe there are some optimizations that we can make. Maybe there's some things that aren't quite going as well. Maybe we need to make some adjustments, make some rearrangements, make some user flow optimizations in the user experience. Okay, guys, so that is really cool. I mean, that is next level. I mean, if you don't know, session recording is a heat maps, the way to be able to see websites. The fact that our Google Ads can now see what is going on here is next level. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our section where I was just going through all the data because I want to show you what data is actually available here, how we can use this and how we can get different usability out of Microsoft Clarity, the different data, okay, that we can get out of it. Here, top pages, this stuff is very similar to what you'll see in Google Analytics. Top pages, top entry pages, top exit pages. Again, this is additional information for Google Ads to know where are people entering, where are people exiting, what is the top page, okay, how are people behaving on that top page, all that stuff. So we've got so much data here, guys. We have session recordings, we have heat maps around each of these top pages. We have Kia. Okay, this is really great, and this is really great for your web developer. I highly recommend if you are putting this integration together to talk to your web developer to tell them the benefits of this, okay, and show them the benefits of this, because here's some benefits, guys. For a web developer, JavaScript errors, okay? We don't know if there's any errors or if there's any technical glitches that might happen on the website, but the Microsoft Clarity integration tells us this, guys, right? So here we've got invalid character, script error, can't find the variable, invalid or unexpected token, okay? We can see all this stuff. And there's session recordings. So if your web developer isn't quite sure what's going on or how to see it, we can go on session recordings. Here, we've got a user from Germany. You can press on here. They've clicked 2 times and visited 1 page. But here we can see how things are happening, right? So if there are some errors going on here, we can see not any images are loading in the screen recording, which is really, really interesting. Okay, so we're looking for is actually marked where they've taken action. So they've clicked once, and they've clicked to about. Somewhere, well, in that, as you could see, maybe you can see that the images weren't loading properly, right? And this seems to happen a few times. These are all the users where this has happened to. You can just click through the recordings and watch them, guys. Now, this is all from today, right? Here, let's just see how people are interacting. Let's just see the JavaScript errors that could be coming up as we're watching the session recordings, okay? This is a 3-minute one. Let's see how they're interacting. Right, so they're clicking in how much it is. Why should they avoid? They're really finding out a lot of information here. I'm clicking a lot around, right? We're looking for JavaScript errors, obviously, and this is something that your web developer will be looking for. They'll be looking at all these session recordings and thinking, hey, how does this not work? Here, for example, we can see that the text isn't really loading, right? Super odd. So yeah, this is great for your web developer, guys. This is really, really great for your web developer because they can debug things live as things are going on. You can show them the heat maps, show them the reporting of where people are dropping off, if there is any technical issues and all those things. So under the recording session, like 12.2% of website visitors or recordings have some kind of JavaScript error. That's massive. Okay, we need to tell that to the web developer. Right, guys. So guys, that's all of the data in Microsoft Clarity. If you want to filter any specific views, if you go to traffic and then you scroll down to campaign, okay, this is where we can select different campaigns if you want to be able to see those, different mediums. Okay, these are all the things that are associated with our ads, paid search, direct, organic. Here, you can actually select the individual Google campaign. If you want to look at an individual Google campaign or an individual YouTube campaign, you can see all of the different labels of campaign types here. Again, you can just click through some of these filters and just see the kind of data that is coming up, because you can see individual data based on individual campaigns as well, which is really nice, really cool. Use that filtering system at the top to see different views. Okay, guys, so now how does that all feed in? Well, the integration allows the data from Microsoft Clarity, everything that you've seen here today, that data gets passed back into Google Ads. And like I keep saying, it's a lot more about the data inputs and outputs needed to train our ad AI than it is with us tinkering with the controls. And this integration means that Google Ads can see into your website, it can see user behavior, it can see and optimize around the user behavior, which is going to take action and going to drive value to your business, because you've told Google Ads what is valuable to your business, okay? The conversion events that are driving bottom line to your business. So that's it, guys. Hopefully that was useful to you. Like I said, we're just installing this for our clients. Highly, highly recommend doing this. But for now, we'll be monitoring the results and the data so we can see what impact this integration has. But the documentation and all of the methodology around this says to me this is absolutely groundbreaking and fundamental to training your ad AI to understand your website user behavior better and to optimize your ads even more. So, guys, I'm going to report back on the results that we're seeing for our clients. You won't see huge conversion differences straight away. This will be a learning experience. That's why the sooner you have this integration installed, the sooner you have Microsoft Clarity on your website, the more data your ad AI will have, meaning that the sooner your ads will be able to optimize, which means the quicker you'll be able to see better results in your ad manager. Okay, so get this installed, even if you're not planning to run Google ads for a little while. Get this installed, because we can train our ad AI, even if you're not running ads. It can start seeing all the data, all of these patterns that are happening on your website, and optimize more and train that ad AI so that when you do run ads, it's highly primed, it's had loads of data coming through and all those nice things. So when you do run ads and you turn them on, you'll get much better results than if you didn't have anything installed at all. Right, so guys, now you have a really good understanding as to what you need to do this integration. Okay guys, but that's it for today. Hopefully that was useful. Hopefully that gives you some understanding now as to how Microsoft Clarity works, how you can embed it into your Google Ads, customer and audience behavior on your website to optimize your Google Ads. Even more data, more optimization power, more ad AI learning. That's what we like. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. You can catch me at Jerry AdWizard on Instagram, at Jerry Griffiths or LinkedIn, at Jerry Dreadlocks everywhere else. If you want to know a really, really simple setup for your Google Ads, okay, if you want to optimize your ads even more and you want to use Google Ads to do so, I have this really simple methodology which will allow you to track conversions and optimize conversion campaigns using Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, and Google Ads. Okay, I'll have a tutorial over here. Come watch this video. And that's it for today, guys. I'm your boy, Jared the Ad Wizard. And wherever you are in the world, I bid you peace, love, and a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I will catch you in the next one.